Hello and good morning. My name is Strangleborn. February was a crazy month. I got a lot of reading done. I just did not do any reviews for any of the books that I did other than Malice. And so you are going to see a small handful of videos that I'm about to batch record and throw them up on YouTube intermittently. So if you see the same camera angle, the same outfit, that's why. So the first book we're going to talk about is Warlords of the Wyrdwood. I can't go super deep and detailed into this book, but what I can say is we're going back into the Wyrdwood. Where the moment we cut back into the book, we're heading back towards the Wyrdwood. They are trying to go, and we'll do some mild spoilers, but they're going back to try and rebuild Harn in Wyrdwood. And it gets disrupted, sadly, because the Cowrai are following them into the Wyrdwood while simultaneously trying to hunt down the Cloud Tree and bring the Cloud Tree back. Cloud Tree is these enormous, giant trees that are worth a lot of money. Some of these trees, as one of the forestals would say, in, I believe, book 1, took him 3 days to just walk around. They're giant. You cannot fathom how huge these trees are. It does not take us 3 days to walk around trees here on planet Earth. So they're huge, and it takes an entire civilization to go and harvest these. But if you do, it's worth a lot of money because it's just a lot of wood, and it's a lot of there's some properties to these cloud trees. And so that's kind of what we're dealing with in the second book in the very beginning. Wyrdwood is already huge. Crua is already huge. But then you start to discover where the forestals live and how they're able to get in and out of places very quick. And that's when we discover the Taffus stones. I'm just going to go ahead and put mild spoilers in the description because I have to be able to talk about it a little bit and give some teasers. Taffus stones are these like teleportation rocks, kind of, but you have to know how to use them and be trained in how to use them, and you also have to have a cowl, if I remember correctly. And we also discover that forestals have a little bit of a cowl. They may not be like rye level cowl, but it's still they have magical abilities to a small degree, and so we discover a place called Woodhome. We discover a place underneath the ground. It's a network of root systems. And we also find out that the Osir, the cursed Osir, are still alive and still underneath the ground, because, in the first book you see, don't go too far down the pit, the cursed Osir down there. Well, they're still alive, and it's really interesting. And they also have their own Taffestone network. There's another interesting thing called the Slowlands, and there's an event that happens in the Slowlands. I don't want to give away what event and what goes down, but I thought this was so cool. So I'm going to talk about the Slowlands themselves. The Slowlands is like this weird, almost kind of like an Olympic style area in the land of Crua, where time is altered for that part of the land. There's some kind of event happened in history that slows down time. And so what they do is they send people out into the Slowlands to be executed, and they throw spears at them, because if you throw spears and whatnot at them, it still takes time. And there are the way it's presented to you is like there's people that are still running in the Slowlands that are still waiting for spears to hit them. It is an incredibly slow and torturous type of thing. It's a mental head game because you're running, but you're barely moving because time has been altered there. But just imagine running through the Slowlands and just knowing that you're going to be hit by a spear at any point in time. And even if you do, in the book it said there's still people standing with spears in them. They're still kind of slow motion running, and they're yet to be dead. And then there's thousands of upright skeletons that have yet to fall over. It's a crazy place, and there's a reason why we go there, and I'm not going to reveal it. But, and dude, can we just talk about the characters real quick? The character development of Aunt, which is a guy that we hated in the very in the first book. We didn't like Aunt. Also Sora, hated her. And you know what? I'm not surprised, and I had a feeling because I've read 2 of the 3 Tide Child books. And so it's not uncommon for RJ to write people that you hate and turn them into people that you absolutely love. And so I was somewhat expecting that to happen because I started seeing the signs, and I'm here for it. Aunt is such a wonderful character now, and he gets you. Oh man, don't worry, he's okay. But there's some stuff that happens that just break your heart, and we just end on such a crazy note in this book that I can't wait. I don't want to wait any longer than I have to, but it's going to be June before the 3rd book comes out, and I will read it. I will start reading it the day it comes out. I have to, because I love the series so much. But that's all I have to say about Warlords of the Wyrdwood. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.